right, we're going to continue with this 2-on-1 drag, but we're going to do 2 different versions of a sweep tonight. Let's see here. So, again, I'm trying to get this arm to pass, okay? Sleeve grip, or cuff grip, I'm sorry. Side bend to get to this armpit area, okay? Because if I get a hold of that, if he pulls that elbow, I can keep it there. It's going to be hard for him to really rip his elbow out. So if he pulls his arm back hard, he can't really get past. I'm way past his elbow. If I grab at his elbow, he can pull his arm out. So when I have this is going to be pretty strong. All right. If he's grabbing my gi, all right, good grip, and maybe I can't break it, come up underneath, 4 fingers on my wrist. I'm going to roll that wrist up, and I'm going to use my hips and my grip to break it. Here, drive. Okay, so we're looking, okay. Once I get here, I want to shift my hips, lock my legs, right? We already talked about attacking this to set up that shoulder crunch if I don't get the arm bar, okay? Now, he doesn't want me to take his back, so he's not going to stay heavy on this side, okay? So he's going to start to push back into me, right? He doesn't want the back to be taken. Okay, so I cannot take his back here, because if I try to come up, I'm not going to be able to come around the side of him. Okay? Since I'm kind of on my back here, I'm going to take my right hand and do a side bend and grab at his pants. We're going to start with this version first, the flower sweep. My middle finger is in his armpit. As he pushes back into me, right, I'm going to drop my left foot to the mat hard as a post, right next to his leg. My right leg's going to kick his armpit. Okay, so it's going to kick here, pick his pant leg up. Okay, now, if possible, I come up under here, set into S mount, or I can finish in mount here, depending on if I can get that underhook or not. Okay, we're going to do 2 versions today. We're going to start with just the flower sweep, which is I'm going to grab his pants. The other version is going to be a pendulum sweep, which we're going to move our body a little bit different in order to get him loaded on top of us so that we can sweep him. Go the other direction here. Cuff grip, back of the tricep or armpit area, lift up, drop, push, okay? Cut my angle, middle finger to the armpit. He starts to try to push into me so I can't get his back. If he puts his leg up, it makes it super easy. If not, he infants down, side bend, grab his pants, okay? Can't grab inside the pant leg, just on the outside, okay? From here, post hard, kick, pick his pant leg up. Just finish him out, okay? It doesn't work if he's sitting back, or it doesn't work if he's super heavy on the opposite side, okay? Which is why it's important to start by trying to take his back first. Okay, when I get him here, if he's leaning way out to the side, there's no way. But he's also giving me his back, okay? So he doesn't want that to happen. He pushes back in. Immediately, don't waste too much time after you grab his pant leg, because if I just sit here and hold it, he's got to kick his leg out. Okay, once I grab it, okay, post the leg, kick the armpit. Any questions? It looks easy. It will be difficult at first. This one's probably a little bit easier than the pendulum because you got a little bit more body motion in order for me to load him up on top of my chest to do the other version. We're going to talk about that next. Normally, I would say it doesn't matter on size for your partners because we want to be able to do this to anybody. But since this is new for some of you, pick someone that's of similar size, you know, while we're working on the mechanics. Okay. All right. 1, 2, 3. So now we're going to do a pendulum sweep. So it's very similar, but instead of us posting on the mat, we're going to work on using my body. I'm going to use my leg as almost like a whip to pull him on top of me. Once his weight's on top of me, it becomes easy to move him. Okay? So I go for my drag, shift my hips. Notice I'm not putting my feet on the mat. Lock in. He comes into me. I'm going to dive under his leg. I'm not grabbing his pants this time. Here. Now I'm gonna open this leg. And I kick it down. Okay? Use that leg in like a whipping motion to move his body on top of my chest. To the other side. Here. Come up underneath, and then you can put the knee down, it's fine. Big whip. See? The leg goes down, so my right leg ends up out of the way. I'm going to kick it back. So I'm going to load him up here. Once it's up, I'm going to drop underneath. Kind of switch my hips. Almost like a scissor, okay? This needs to get out of the way so he doesn't get stuck. Does that make sense? You can kick that leg a couple times to get his weight moving. Here, so I start to open this. Okay? Should be relatively smooth if you want it to be. Once his weight's moving, it doesn't really matter. He can't kind of, unless he does something to defeat my grip, if I get him moving, he can't really just stop that. He can kind of sit back, but even if he sits back, I should be able to move him. What he's going to do, if you sit there too long with your hand under his leg, is he's going to kick that leg back. Okay? And with that, we can turn it into going back for his back again or other stuff.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Any other questions? Need to see it again? Good? All right, get your partners. 1, 2, 3.